Hi everybody, it's James here and it's Thursday the 22nd of December 2022 and today I have something a little bit different for you. As you can see, we've got some hot sauce here supplied by Renee Bunster. She is, I guess, the founder and CEO of this particular hot sauce, which is Australian made. I think it comes from the East Coast and you can find this hot sauce in IGA. Unfortunately, it's not available in Coles or Woolworths yet, maybe in the future. But yeah, I reached out to Renee and she was kind enough to supply me with like 8 bottles. Thanks, Renee. And this is straight out sponsored by Renee and Bunsters, okay? Just let you guys know, so it's here. And I guess this is really cool because I think this is the most popular one here called Shit the Bed. And what we have today is a recorded interview by a few local legends here in Perth, two triathletes, Nick Thompson, Jonothan Sammut, and an ex-sailor, Richo. You've seen these guys on the channel many times on the push bike. And we have a casual, relaxed conversation, or it's like a post-ride interview on Tuesday when Jai Hindley rode Narrows, and I only managed to edit and upload it today, so you'll enjoy it. It's a few more days to Christmas. We have Papa's Boxing Day coming up. That's going to be pretty epic. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the banter between the four of us. And yeah, they give you some insight into pro level triathlon and I guess some coping strategies that they use to relieve stress and minimize emotional stress. So yeah, hope you enjoy the interview and the hot sauce. Okay, thanks Renee. Thanks everybody. Have a good one. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. It's James here, and it's actually Tuesday night, the 20th of December. What year is it?
2022.
Very good, Johnny. We have some triathletes and a sailor here this evening. It's a special post-interview race after Narrows with Jai Hindley this morning, and we've got a special sponsor for tonight's video, which is this Bunsters hot sauce. There you go. This one's called Shit the Bed. Yes, never mind. There you go. All right, so can you introduce yourself first, Johnny?
Hi, my name's Jonothan Sammut, and I'm a professional triathlete, and I've raced internationally for many, many years.
Cool.
G'day everybody, I am Richard Maher. I guess I was a professional sailor, but now I am stuck into the office life. So I'm an Excel Pro, as James likes to. Excel Pro, as James likes to call me. But yeah, it's a bit of sailing.
Hi guys, my name is Nick Thompson, and the most professional thing about me is the pro badge I have on Strava. I'm very much an amateur triathlete, aspiring to bigger and better things, but at the moment definitely just a weekend warrior. So yeah.
Cool. All right. So what we'll do quickly is we'll do this unboxing of the sauce, get the lads to try a little bit, and then we'll get them to talk while they're getting cooked. Okay. All right. So we can. Sorry.
You can try and unbox this.
Unbox this. Yeah.
We're doing Shit the Bed first, right?
It's a bit concerning that there's actually something rated hotter than Shit the Bed.
What's it called here?
Big Black Label.
Big Black Label. That's it.
But the label's red, right?
Yeah, the label's red.
We're gonna do these three. The original hot sauce.
VBLOG.
We're gonna do the original hot sauce, Black Label, rated 16 out of 10.
And as a accountant, it's not a full number.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of weird.
it's hard.
This one's rated 12 out of 10.
It's a decimal.
Yeah, it's a decimal.
So 1.6.
Put this down. Get you guys to open one of them.
Oh yeah.
So what's the least spicy rated?
Look,
An 8.
An 8 out of 10
Alright,
is
we'll try. We'll
the
try.
lowest.
We'll try the 8 out of 10 first.
Yeah, you got to start that.
Yeah, start with that. Johnny's a bit of a. Is it not Siciliac?
Yeah, I'm a. So I'm unfortunately a celiac, so I cannot have gluten. I'm still yet to know what that actually is and if it exists, but apparently it turns my insides into mush. So I'm going to avoid that, but thankfully Bunsters has sorted me out with some gluten-free hot sauce. So
Thank you, Renee.
thank you, Renee. Yeah, so I'm actually really looking forward to this.
Let's do it. Richard?
Oh! She hot! Get it, we get a couple now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, oh, sorry, I meant for you guys too, eh?
Just put it on there.
Yeah, chuck it on there.
Oh, you gotta put it on the chip. No holding back.
Whoa!
It's not straw. Come on. Describe the taste. Quick.
There's like a bit of a chutney taste to that as well. It's actually quite nice. It is spicy. You get the kick straight on the tongue.
Really?
The consistency resembles...
It's hot, and I'm afraid right now because usually things get spicy after a few minutes. So when you feel it straight away, what do you think, Nick? First impression?
Everyone knows, first bite. Yeah, it tastes really, really nice. And yeah, the spice is it's you can tolerate it. So sorry, I was too busy looking at the sauce.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny?
It's good.
I really, really love hot sauce.
Look at the camera, mate.
Thanks for that. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm actually quite hungry still. Yeah, you can pour some more on.
Tell me when.
Yeah, that'll
Whoa!
do. Yeah.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah, it's a good sauce. It hasn't hit too hard afterwards as well. So
Yeah.
it's a great one for, just with the boys. Just grab it out and really just have a bit of a yarn and a snack.
We're going to try to shit the bed next. This is their 12 out of 10 rating. Richard?
To be honest.
Alright, so while he's talking, while he's opening it up, can you tell us a bit about triathlon?
Yeah, of course, James. So triathlon comes in many formats. They like to change up the disciplines. So you can have duathlon and you can have aquathon, which essentially means that you have only two sports, or swimming and running, or running and cycling.
Yeah.
But triathlon is essentially a swim, bike and run.
Swim, bike, and run.
In that sequence of events. Yep, and that can range from a short distance triathlon, which is called the sprint distance,
Yeah.
to a standard distance triathlon, which is the middle distance, and then you've got your Ironman events, which are the long course events. Similar to what we had in Bustleton, I think you spoke about on a few of your YouTube videos, an Ironman, which is the longest event, which is a 4 kilometre swim, 180k bike,
Wow.
and a marathon, 42 kilometres. So lots of variable distances and lots of distances that people can get stuck into.
And recently, you guys were down at Tasmania.
Yep, that's exactly right. So we were fortunate enough to be gifted a ticket across to Tasmania, Nick and I, and we raced up Mount Wellington, which is a 1,300 metre ascent in the middle of Hobart. At the top, it is snowing, 80 km/h winds. It is freezing, and essentially you just run a half marathon straight up that mountain.
Wow. And how did you do? How did you guys go?
So myself, I came 7th, I think it was, and Nick came 8th. So two pretty respectable positions, really, for two obviously triathletes, not runners. So yeah. And
you'll explain the sprint.
The sprint distance triathlon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess on the other end of this spectrum to what Johnny was talking about, there's a lot of short and fast triathlon events. The triathlon first was incorporated in the Sydney Olympic Games in 2000, and since then it's been a 1500 meter swim, a 40k bike, and a 10k run, which we kind of call it either a standard distance or because it's that distance they include in the Olympics, we call it an Olympic distance. But to make it more spectator friendly, I believe they're changing the Olympic triathlon event into a sprint distance, which is essentially half of that. So a 750 meter swim, a 20k bike, and a 5k run, which you'll see those elite athletes do in close to 50 minutes. So I think I'll just confirm with Johnny. Was Tokyo a sprint distance triathlon?
Sorry, for context, I've just had some of that shit at bed, and my mouth is burning.
Really? How hot is it? Let's try.
So to answer Nick's question, I have no idea. I actually can't remember, but I think it was an Olympic distance in Tokyo. It was really hot. The winner was Christian Blumenfeld, who also won the Hawaiian Ironman World Champs, which is an incredible feat because no one's ever won an Olympic event followed by the World Championships in long distance. So
I have another question.
Amazing. Yep.
And touching on that Olympic Games, Tokyo Triathlon, I actually think Johnny should maybe quickly talk about the individual that came 14th at that particular Olympic Games. Talk about him, Johnny.
So the person that Nick is referring to is Kenji Nina. Kenji is an Australian boy, grew up here in Perth, and he made his way through the ranks as an Australian athlete before transferring across to be in the Japanese Federation, which served him well because they had a lot of funding leading up to the Tokyo Olympics and essentially meant that he could train as a full-time athlete, which obviously really helped him. He came 14th at the Olympics, which is super impressive. Beat all the Australian contingent, so obviously a sensational athlete and an even better person, and I'm happy to call him my friend as well. So Kenji Nina's going to be back in Perth, and he said that he was going to try and make Boxing Day puppers, but we'll see. He's flying in on the morning, so if he can unpack his bike quick enough, then he'll be on the road.
It just goes to show that Perth really is a kind of like a hidden gem in it's the most isolated major city in the world, but there's all these exceptional athletes coming out of Perth.
Yeah.
A few of which are in this room, you know. in the famous words of Daniel Ricciardo, a Perth athlete, what does he say again, Richard, about sweat?
Athletes sweat, babies.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very sweaty. That shit to bed has gone straight to the sweats.
I'm going to add some more.
Oh, it's pretty hot, but it's not unbearable.
Yeah.
The black label, I'm sure, will be deadly.
So we're going to crack open this one here, the black label. It says 16 out of 10.
Wait, that wasn't the hottest one.
That wasn't the hottest one.
That was a 12.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So the difference is 4, so that's 1/3. So this hot one's going to be 33% hotter.
Excellent, pro. So Rich, tell us about some of the sailing that you've done.
Yeah, so I started sailing at 10, which is pretty late, but just came up through the ranks as a youth, did pretty well, and then over the last 4 years, from basically 2017 until 2021, sailed as part of the Australian Sailing Futures team. So next up and coming sailors.
Yeah.
And it took me all over the place. So I for 2018, spent 7 months in Europe.
Wow, 7 months in Europe.
Competing, so I did a lot of the just local events around Europe, some World Cups and the World Championships. And then for 2019, 2020, well, at least until COVID, spent doing World Cup series and World Championships with the Australian Futures team. And got a good amount of sailing in, got a good amount of travel, seen some places, and I was pretty good. But obviously COVID took a spin on things. We got an event cancelled 3 days before we were flying out, and the first event was in Italy, and as you probably know, Italy was the the big dog at the time for COVID.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
so tell us, because who funds these boats, right? These sailing boats, because they're pretty expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. The Bank of Dad pretty much funds a bit of it. Yeah. When you're at a youth age, it's not too expensive. You can get a boat for maybe $5,000 and you can sell it again after 5 years for 4 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to obviously be able to buy it initially.
Yeah.
Then when you start sailing internationally, these boats, I lucky enough sailed the laser standard, which is a 1-person Olympic dinghy. So it was only about 12,000 new, so price of a bike.
12,000. Yeah. S5, Savello.
Yeah, exactly. And you basically buy them and sell them again. And it's either a bit of myself, I worked part-time as well.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad helped out a bit. And then also when you get on the Australian Sailing government team, you get a bit of funding, a bit of budget. So
Cool.
they help you out with something.
Yeah. So you right there?
Did you guys try the black
Have you
label?
tried
No,
I mean, I've just been eating more of this.
it's good.
It's really nice, but I think the more you eat, the hotter it gets because I'm sweating buckets now.
Let's try the black label. Really?
I'm in pain.
Oh! you gotta shake
Yeah, it's a different sort of
you gotta
consistency
shake it
right now.
Yeah, I'll put it on, give it a shake.
What sort of
Alright, shake it.
what sort of peppers
you
are
like
these?
it.
Like what peppers does it say?
Do you want to do the honours, Richo?
That came out like white, like very. What's the liquid called when it's quite runny?
Viscous?
Viscous liquid, which is likely going to be when I sit the bed later
Yeah.
tonight.
It's going to be
Alright.
some loose
I
stool.
might just. Alright, here we go. Black label, 16 out of 10. There's snot coming out of my nose. It's coming out of my eyes. So,
Go for it. How's it?
the initial taste, very, very tasty. Hasn't quite kicked in yet, it's coming.
Yeah, it hasn't kicked. Oh, I lied.
No comment.
And we've got to have a few more.
We'll give it a few more shakes. The shake wasn't
Yeah, spread your sauce all over my chip.
So Nick, where did you study?
I'm 23 units out of 24 units into my sports science and exercise and health degree at UWA. So
Yeah.
I still haven't finished, but yeah, still going.
That's cool. That's cool. I guess on a more serious note, because you guys compete high level, like you guys just did the sprint series at Hillary's, came second, got beaten by Matt Burton like 12 seconds. I guess when you guys train,
It's pretty damn hot.
I put it straight on my tongue.
I guess when you guys train and you guys hit like this wall, what do you guys do to kind of to relax or to emotionally regulate? When you get really stressed, what do you guys do?
Do you mean in a particular session or sort of across the week sort of thing when you're getting a bit fatigued or?
Physically fatigued and then the mental stress. How do you deal with the mental stress?
Yeah, obviously you can't destroy your body every day, so I guess from a physical side of things you do have to do a lot of your training very relaxed, very easy with no real pressure on you. Just to get out there, tick the legs or tick the arms over, build the base. So yeah, I haven't been great at this in the past because I've had a few issues with injury, but yeah, I think you always learn from stuff like that, and definitely there's a lot of research going around about like the 80% easy, 20% hard principle. Even some of the stronger, or like Johnny was talking about, your Olympic and Ironman world champion Christian Blumenfeld, the Norwegian team, are even doing like a 90% easy, 10% hard principle. So it just goes to show how much easy training you can still do and still be so successful. So I guess from a physical maintenance point, doing a lot of real easy stuff, a lot of base training, and when you do go hard, hopefully you're recovered and you can actually go hard. And then from a mental point, if you do have to miss a session, I think I heard Peter Sagan say this once: if you miss a session, there's a reason you've missed it. You're probably pretty tired. Don't try and go and make it up, or even worse, try and do more than what you were meant to do. That can often just end up in more mental burnout over time. But yeah.
So with your training routine, are you doing, for example, for the cycling? This is predominantly a cycling channel. How many Ks would you do a week?
So now that it's gotten a bit warmer and drier in Perth, maybe since September, Richard's held me pretty accountable, Richard and Johnny. So I've picked it up from around 300 to 400 to 450 a week. There's lots of bunch rides out here and you get pulled along at a pretty good pace and knocks the Ks off. But yeah, 400 to 450k a week, which might...
We'll stat check that later.
Yeah, check the Strava. It's all there. The power files are there. But yeah, I don't know, 15 hours, 10 to 15 hours sort of thing. Yeah.
Johnny, how do you kind of reduce stress?
Don't touch your eyes. Whatever you do.
I was going to say something really funny, but I think it's inappropriate. To relieve stress. Well,
we know what you're gonna say.
No, to relieve stress, I'll probably I like to hang out with my friends, and fortunately, I have a lot of a really great support network around me. Something I found really great about doing a sport like triathlon is that there's a lot of people who are like-minded and they have similar values, and I feel as though I can speak to them comfortably, and I think it's really important to have a support network, because if you're not able to speak to your friends or open up about certain things, you can bottle that up and it can be quite bad for training. And I always say that mental health should come first before physical health.
That's it. So you build that community of practice, you keep it a knit, tight social circle for the emotional support.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why Ogging Squad, so our group, was initially founded, was because we wanted to surround ourselves with people who had similar values, who loved to exercise, but they also liked downtime to socialise and let your hair down, and still be able to open up about certain topics that would generally not be spoken about.
Oh, it's good. It's good that you guys have that support network. All right, so
I'm just going to butt in here. I was reading the label, and it's probably to do with Johnny's relieving stress, but it says the black label may cause anal leakage. So.
May already has.
It's hot.
So Richo, 2 truths, 1 lie.
Oh, yes, 2 truths. We're going to hammer them out, and 1 lie, not in any particular order.
Yeah.
One thing is I have come top 10 at 2 sports national championships.
Okay.
I have been to over 30 countries.
Okay.
And oh my god, I forgot my 3rd thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've forgotten it.
Should we come back to you?
Come back.
You might have to come back. I've
back.
forgotten what it was. It might be the lie, but it might be the truth.
Nick?
Okay, 2 truths, 1 lie, in no particular order. Number 1, I was born in Australia. Number 2, I've kissed Richard Maher on the lips. And number 3, I can play a musical instrument.
Okay.
Oh, come back to me, I remember what it is. I have a 15:03 5k PB, so 15 minutes 3 seconds.
So I actually won a date with Margot Robbie at a charity auction last year. I've won a skydiving triathlon, and I was valedictorian.
Cool. Wow, that should be interesting. That's a nice one. So Richo, tell us which one was the lie.
Oh, the lie is clearly a 15:03 5k run. I couldn't run a sub 20 minute k if you asked me.
Nick?
As much as it disappoints me, I have kissed Richard on the lips. I actually was born in Japan, not Australia, so I was born in Tokyo in the year 2000, so that was the lie.
James, I want to hear what you think is the lie.
So I think the skydiving triathlon. Was that the second one?
Incorrect.
So which one was the lie?
The lie was I want a date with Margot Robbie.
Oh, there you go.
I wish that was true, but no, that didn't happen. I have won a skydiving triathlon.
Wow.
I was asked a couple of years, actually it would have been a few years ago now, a race in Byron Bay, and it was a tourism film, supposed to be aired on flights heading into Perth, to advertise Byron Bay to the general public, I guess. And yeah, so I jumped out of a plane and then raced a triathlon, managed to get the win, and that was pretty unreal. And then also I was valedictorian just recently, so
Wow.
that was pretty cool too.
That's pretty cool. And a superpower.
I would say invisibility would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Good chat.
Yeah, he stole mine. Invisibility, because I get up to quite a lot of mischief.
Alright.
But second one, actually, if we deter from him, would just be like, Flash, just being fast.
Just being fast.
I'd like to just be a bit faster on the bike.
That's
That'd be
it, that's
helpful.
it.
We'll get
They call you the Flash other places, don't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's flashed a few other things.
Horse.
Nick, what do you a superpower, Nick?
Being able to handle hot sauce.
Maybe be over 6 foot would be nice.
You're not in shot. You're in shot.
What was that one again, Nick?
I'd love to be over 6 foot. That'd be huge.
That's the superpower you want. Come on.
Superpower. Time travel. Has that been said?
No.
No.
Is that a superpower?
But Rachel said that the other day, I think, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Control time. Rachel said she wants control time.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so I've got to
Myself the
No,
fast.
Okay, yeah.
Time to break away in the race. Pause everyone else.
Yeah, me and Rachel very intellectual, so not surprised she agreed with me there.
You're on the same page, aren't you?
Cool. All right. We need a closing shot for the screen. What do you guys? Let's just hold one of these up, eh? Hold one each. Get closer.
Bunsters,
Bunsters.
your favourite hot sauce?
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming. Pleasure.
Thank you, Renee.
Yep, thank you, Renee.
Thank you, James.
We love you, Renee.
It's alright. It's a pleasure. See you guys.
And remember, stay
Stay classy.
classy,
Stay
San Diego.
classy.